and welcome back to this week's broadcast of Mason Cable News. I'm Ariel Thornhill.
And I'm Kylan Adams.
Kylan, how's your week going so far? Did you go see the cherry blossoms?
I actually did not go see the cherry blossoms, but some of my friends did, and they really enjoyed it, But my week is going well. What about you?
My week's going pretty well as well.
It's great to hear. On Monday afternoon, a man entered the Capitol Visitor Center with what appeared to be a gun and was subsequently shot by Capitol Police, causing a scene of chaos. Tourists and Capitol staffers were ordered to take shelter, and the building went on lockdown. The suspect, Larry Russell Dawson, was taken into custody and brought to the hospital, where he is now in critical condition. Dawson attempted to go through the metal detectors at the Capitol Visitor Center, and when the meters went off, he pulled out what appeared to be a gun. In October 2015, Dawson also caused a disruption when he announced at the Chamber of the House of Representatives that he was a prophet of God and assaulted a police officer. No officers were injured in the incident on Monday. However, one female civilian suffered a minor injury.
New information was released Tuesday about the attacks on Brussels last week. It was released by Dutch officials that the FBI warned Dutch police that two brothers, the ones who set off the subsequent attacks, were being sought by Belgian authorities a week before the bombings occurred. The Dutch Interior Minister said they received information from the FBI that Ibrahim was sought by Belgian authorities for his criminal background, while the other brother, Khaled, was wanted for terrorism and recruitment. The two brothers were deported to the Netherlands from Turkey in July 2015, and it is unclear why they were not immediately deported to Belgium after receiving this news from the FBI on March 16th. There was a lack of communication between multiple European intelligence agencies and questionable communication on the issue between Belgium and the Netherlands in meetings as well. The Dutch government will be debating security measures to take into response to the attacks later this week.
Police charged Donald Trump's campaign manager, Corey Lewandowski, with simple battery on Tuesday after he got into an altercation with a reporter earlier this month. A surveillance video shows the altercation in which Corey grabs reporter Michelle Fields and yanks her backwards. He is scheduled to appear in court on May 4th for the charge, which carries at most up to a year in jail. Trump says that he will stand by his campaign manager, and when addressing the question of the reporter's injuries, Trump responded, "How do you know those bruises weren't there before?" Trump says Corey will plead not guilty and is confident he will not be convicted.
It's that time of the year again. First Gen Mason invites you to their second annual I Am First Stories on Friday, April 8th, 2016. Join them as they celebrate the hard work of the dedicated first-generation students. Alumni, faculty, and staff have dedicated to being the first people in their families to graduate college. Today, March 30th, is the last day to get your tickets, so don't miss out on a chance to go to their biggest event of the year.
Do you wish to get involved? Do you exemplify good leadership skills or wish to obtain a higher position in an organization? Well, your time is now. Many organizations are taking candidates for the 2016-2017 executive boards. To find more information on a specific organization and their process for holding a position, feel free to visit getconnected.gmu.edu.
We'll be right back with Carlia Swanson in Freshman Corner. Y'all need to get this.
This is Carlia Swanson with Mason Cable News, and it's time for the Freshman Corner. Being a freshman is probably your first time away from home, and it gets real as the finances kick in. Let's see how our freshmen handle their finances. Brandon, how do you handle your finances being in college?
Being that I'm in college, I just avoid going to the mall and buying clothes and everything. I have enough clothes already as it is, so I just try to budget my money down to food,
I just kind of try to make sure I don't spend too much here or too much there.
I try to limit what I buy because I do have a meal plan and I realize I have enough clothes and shoes.
So do you have a job?
Not currently, no.
No.
So how do your parents feel about all this money?
Well, my aunt cut me off this semester. Well, luckily my mom has been helping me out. So I'll have a job next semester.
Dad kind of yells at me every once in a while, you know. But I still wind up getting money in my account, you know.
They think that I should stop before I run out of money completely.
Yeah, so when you run out of money, what are your plans for the future and your finances?
I'm gonna have to get a job or just be hungry and not have new clothes.
That's it for today's Freshman Corner, and I am Carlia Swanson.
Today is Wellbeing Day. Earlier in North Plaza from 12 to 4, it was full of music and fun. Take a look.
Wellbeing Day is kind of like a campus-wide mental health day, if you will. It's put on by the Wellbeing team. This is our first year kind of like becoming an organization and doing that. And so we thought that what a better way to like bring awareness to both the group and bring awareness to the Wellbeing University initiative and kind of like trying to help students on campus like engage in well-being in some way, shape, or form so that maybe they kind of like get a spark of what it is and want to be more involved.
Fenwick's grand opening celebration will take place Thursday, March 31st at 4:30 p.m. in the Fenwick Library Atrium. President Angel Cabrera, Rector Tom Davis, and members of the George Mason University Board of Supervisors will be speaking. The keynote speaker will be Brian Lamb, founder and chairman of C-SPAN. Following the grand opening, there will be library tours and refreshments.
This Friday, April 1st, Waves in the Mason Police Department will be in partnership with the Amy Willers Endowed Scholarship with hosting the annual Victims' Rights Run/Walk from 12 to 3 p.m. at Merton Hall Lawn. Proceeds from this event will go towards George Mason University's Victims in Violence Fund and Rape Aggression Defense Program. The event is free for students for $15 and $15 for faculty and staff. To register as an individual or as part of the team, visit getconnected.gmu.edu.
This week is Patriots in Action Against Sexual Violence Week at Mason. Student government, the Office of Women and Gender Studies, and the GMU Feminist Student Organization work together to make the events possible. On Tuesday, pledging stations were set up for the Mason community to pledge to end sexual violence on campus, where they receive tips and resources for preventing sexual violence. Tonight at 7 p.m., there will be a candlelight visual with the Feminist Student Organization at the Sub 1 Quad in honor of victims of sexual violence. Here is a quick look at what Patriots in Action Week is all about.
We planned this week of action against sexual assault because we see that there's an increase in numbers and statistics and reporting that has been taking place on campus. As we've seen in the news that there have been 10 reported cases of rape. So what we're trying to do with our committee and with this week is just making people feel more comfortable reporting these incidents. Just because there's more reporting doesn't mean that we're having more incidents that are happening. It just means that students have come to a point where they feel more comfortable.
This week is also George Mason's annual Pride Week, put together by the LGBTQ Resource Center and many other organizations on campus. The goals of Pride Week are to learn about LGBTQ communities, experience an increased sense of community within and across the diversity of LGBTQ and the entire Mason campus, and help people take the next step in their own identity development, personal empowerment, and activism. Some events for the rest of the week include LGBTQ 101, there will be a Pride Alliance meeting tonight at 7:30, open mic night on Thursday from 7 to 10, and the annual drag show on Friday from 8 to 11 p.m. in the GC.
We'll be right back after this commercial break with your sports report.
Welcome to a special edition of the First Pick. Will read. Jonah, it was a pleasure having you on the show today. Appreciate it. I'm Ben Simpson on the phone today. We have Drew. How are you doing today, Drew? I mean, your baseball. Kind of what made you decide to write a book about them?
You know, it wasn't my...
You're out in Maryland, right?
I am. I used to work with George Mason people that way.
Promote the book as much as possible here around campus.
Thanks, dude.
All right, have a great one. You will read. Jonah, it was a pleasure having you on the show today. Appreciate it. You're listening.
Mason Nation, welcome back this week. Once again, I'm Sydney Peterson, and here's your sports report. Unfortunately, the men's tennis team fell to the University of Richmond with a final score of 4-3. But next up, the team plays today, actually, against UMBC. The men's baseball team won against Georgetown University on Tuesday. Mason improved to 5-4 this season in one-run games with all 5 of the victories at Spoler Field. Mason player Kenneth Blackstone had 2 for 4, which was half of the Patriots' hits of the game. The team will play Georgetown again on April 12th. The team is back in action this weekend as they head to St. Louis to play against the Billikens in a 3-game set. Their first game is on Friday. Today, the softball team is at Towson University. George Mason is 13-10 and their opponent Towson is at 21-6 for their overall season. The Patriots won both of their games against Rhode Island this past weekend. On Saturday, they won with a final score of 4-0 and Sunday 4-1. Freshman first base player Sam Zakari gave a significant contribution to the team's win on Sunday. She accounted for 6 of the 8 runs, 3 RBI, and 3 runs. The women's lacrosse team is playing against Mount St. Mary's today after having their game rescheduled after playing 40 minutes in back on February 24th. The opponent has won 2 of 6 games and are Patriots with a 4-2 record. This game will be the last non-conference game as the team opens up the Atlantic 10 on Friday at George Washington at 4 p.m. Well, that is all I have for you today. We wish our Patriots playing this weekend good luck. I'll see you next time, Mason.
Hello Mason Nation, Gina Jerome could not be with us today. However, no worries, I'm Rima Barish and welcome back to another week here on the couch. Kicking off our first entertainment news story of the week. Clear your schedules because this weekend, Middletown is coming to the Center for the Arts. Performances are Thursday, March 31st to Saturday, April 2nd at 8 p.m. and matinee performances are Saturday, April 2nd, 2016 on Sunday, April 3rd at 2 p.m. Tickets are $25 for adults and $15 for students, faculty, staff, seniors, and groups. One free student ticket is available with a valid Mason ID. In entertainment news, Nick Cannon has taken to social media to show support for Grammy-nominated R&B singer Kalani Parrish. Kalani posted photos from her hospital bed after an apparent rumored suicide attempt on Monday, March 28th. She posted a series of photos and an open letter to fans on Instagram following the ordeal, alongside a photo, now deleted, of an arm hooked up to an IV drip. She shared, Today I wanted to leave this earth, being completely selfish for once. Never thought I'd get to such a low point. She also apparently shared a photo of her ex-boyfriend by her hospital bed, writing, "Thank you for saving my life." Following the scary incident, her mentor Nick rushed to be by her side in hospital, and later shared a black and white picture of them hugging and both smiling into camera. Mental health awareness is something that is very important, and I wish her the best of luck as she heals during this time. Last but definitely not least, it is a sad week as Oscar-winning and former child actress star Patty Duke passed away at the age of 69 on Tuesday, March 29th. The news was confirmed on Tuesday by one of her representatives, Mitchell Stubbs. Her cause of death was sepsis and a ruptured intestine. Duke died in a hospital in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, where she had lived for the last 25 years with fourth husband, Michael Pierce. She will be greatly missed by all as condolences are starting to pile up on Twitter, addressed to both Miss Patty Duke and to her actor son, Sean Austin, from famous friends and from fans. Well, this has been a great week full of infotainment, Mason Nation, but be sure to watch us next week right here on the couch. Once again, this has been Rima Barish right here with you on the couch. See you next week, Mason Nation.
April 16th, 2016, Mason is taking over King's Dominion from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tickets are $25 and the first 800 tickets will only be $20. Limited bus transportation to and from King's Dominion is available for $10 and single meal deals are available for $15. If you would like to drive yourself, parking cost is included with your purchase of your admission ticket. This ticket will need to be shown to attendant upon arrival. Tickets are on sale now in the Student Involvement Office. For more information, you can visit pac.gmu.edu. Are any of you planning to go on the King's Dominion trip?
Actually, I bought my ticket last week, I think. So yes, I will be there.
Okay, yeah, I haven't decided. I'm depending on the homework. I'll see.
I'm pretty sure it'll be fun though.
Yeah.
You know?
So you're not going?
No, I'm not attending. No.
Okay.
Maybe next year. Well, George Mason, our time at the news desk has come to a close, but we thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in again next week on channel 61.1. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Mason Cable News, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube at Mason Cable Network to keep updated on the latest news. Until next time, Mason, I'm Kylan Adams.
I'm Ariel Thornhill.
And I'm Sydney Peterson.
Have a great week.